Okay, so it's been about 2 weeks since I made a video, and like I really didn't know if I was going to make one again because I've just had a really shitty time lately. I don't know what to talk about because I'm kind of boring and I don't do anything. So last night I watched a movie called May, and it's about this girl that is socially awkward, and she has like a really hard time forming relationships of any kind with people. And she just gets so upset that she decides to build her own friend, so she starts killing people that have body parts that she likes, and she sews all these parts together and creates a friend. And I really like watching movies about socially awkward people because I'm socially awkward and I really connect with the characters in these movies, like, well, up until they start killing people. Like, so I watch these movies and, you know, it'd be like, it's just like, oh, that's so me. Like, I've done that. I've been through that. People have done that to me. Like, and I'm just, so I love these characters. Like, I used to watch Carrie all the time because Carrie's one of my favourite movies, and I like really relate to Carrie, like apart from like not having telekinetic power, which I'm rather upset about, but because she goes through all that shit in school, and I went through shit in school, and like people like treating her like she's a joke, which I'm sort of like this running joke with people. So yeah, I love those types of movies. But so when I was watching May, like me and May have a lot of things in common, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It's probably a bad thing. If anyone's seen May, they're probably like, oh, she's really creepy. But so May like wants to form this relationship with this guy because she's obsessed with his hands, and I have a thing for hands. And I know that sounds really weird, like, why would you like someone's hands? But I just like people's hands. And yeah, she's sort of fixated on certain body parts, and they're just like strange things to be obsessed with, like hands and necks. And so I watch these movies, so people like will love the fuck out of these movies, and I don't know if it's just the movie or they like the character, but you know, I have hardly anyone that likes me, so I'm sort of like jealous of these characters in these movies. I guess the difference probably is that people can handle a really awkward person for an hour and a half in a film, not an actual socially awkward person. So, and I like read some comments that people make about this movie, like they didn't feel sorry for her at all. They didn't understand why she was killing people. Like, there were people that wanted to be her friend. Why would she go and do that? What a bitch. And comments like that piss me off. Because, like, are you not paying attention? So the guy that she's obsessed with, that she sort of starts to develop a relationship with, but then he thinks that she's really fucking weird. And I guess she does some weird things, like what? Two weird things. And what? Because he's all like that he likes weird and strange things, and there's this scene where he is at her house and he makes her watch this movie that he made or something, and it's about like two people on a picnic that start eating each other like zombies. And yeah, and then they start like making out, and she bites his lip, and he flips out because she just gets like his blood and rubs it on her face, and he flips out over this because I'm like, you like made her watch this movie of two people eating each other, and you're flipping out because she rubbed your blood on her face. Like, what a total wank. So he like leaves, and May gets really upset, and you hear her screaming at a doll. Which, that's another weird thing I do is are you ready? I talk to people that aren't there. Like, I know they're not there, but I guess I don't know if this is a thing that people with my problem, like social anxiety and like having really no one to talk to do, but I like have pretend conversations with people, with like real people that I know of but don't know. Like, so it's like conversations that I wish I could have with people that I'll never have because people don't like me. So she talks to this doll as if, you know, it's her friend because she has no one else to talk to. And I guess because the doll doesn't talk back, like you're not being judged for anything. And like for me, with social anxiety, I'm constantly worried about people judging me. I'm like in this constant state of caring too much what people think and not giving a fuck what people think. So I don't know, like I rarely like share my opinion about anything because I'm worried of what people will think of my opinion. So for an example, today someone on my Instagram asked me what my favourite album was from this band that I was listening to this morning, and I always didn't want to answer because I thought, like, what if my favourite album like is an album that other people can't stand? Like, they'll think that I've got like no taste or something, and it doesn't matter because all that matters, like I know that all that matters is that if I like it, it doesn't matter what other people think. But because of my social anxiety, I constantly worry what people think. So I guess that's why I don't really talk about what I think about movies, because I know someone wanted me or suggested that I talk about movies that I watch, and I was a bit I don't know, because I think I have like completely different taste in movies to people. And like I might say I really like this movie, and someone might watch me say that and go out and watch the movie that I really like, and they might absolutely hate it, and then I'll feel responsible for like wasting an hour and a half of that person's life. It'll be my fault. But do you like how I just go off and start talking about other things, and I was talking about a fucking movie? So this is another reason why I don't talk about movies. So yeah, so May has a hard time forming normal friendships with people, and the two relationships that she has in this movie or turn like sexual, and I don't know, just to give you too much information about myself, is there's a line, like the line between friendship and sexual relationship is like really blurred to me. And I don't know if this is common for other people with social anxiety or like just being socially awkward and being lonely and all that. But it's like you care too much about someone. Like I care way too much about people, and sometimes it can get confusing because it's like I want everything about that person, but I probably just want to be friends. But I don't know, it's really hard to explain. Anyway, the other relationship that she gets into with this girl. Now, this girl, like, I don't know how people would watch that and think that this girl wanted to be May's friend, because I watched it and I can clearly tell that this girl only uses May for her own pleasure. Like, she really doesn't give a flying fuck about May at all. She just cares about how she feels. Because, like, May goes to her house and she's with another girl and May gets really upset. And, yeah. So, and that's when she starts killing people, which I would never, that's where the connection between me and these characters stop, is like I'd never hurt someone. Like, I might be creepy and do creepy things, but I'd never hurt someone. Like, I get upset if I kill an ant, for fuck's sake. But like May, with her little, like, she gets obsessions with people, I'm the same way. I sort of, like, I'll become obsessed with someone, and obsessed is rather a creepy word to use, but I can't think of a different word to use than that right now. So what happens is, and this usually with people that, this doesn't happen with everyone, by the way, it's just certain people, usually people that I'm interested in getting to know, because I become extra concerned about what this person thinks of me, because I want them to like me, but they usually don't. So on the internet, if I like someone and I want to know more about this person, but because I have trouble talking to people, the only thing I do is I start I put post notifications on, because I'm like really interested in what this person like posts, and like I think I've done this to several people. And on Facebook, you can put people on like a close friend list, so you get notifications when they post something, because that's the only way, I feel like that's the only way that I'm ever going to know anything about these people, because I can't talk to them. And I sometimes think it's a bit a creepy thing to do. If I turn notifications off, I have a habit of going directly to these people's like pages, like Instagram or Facebook, and I just look at the things that they've shared. And then eventually, like, I have this problem where I'll start obsessively thinking about someone, and I'll start thinking about that, and I don't even have to see them post something or see anything about them anywhere. I will just so I'll start thinking about people just out of nowhere. And I don't know if anyone else has gone through this kind of thing, but it's really frustrating when this happens, because they become like the first thing you think about when you get up in the morning, the first thing you think about, the last thing you think about before you go to bed at night, and it's really fucking annoying. And I just I feel like a creep when this happens. But it's just that I really like this person, and like I want to know more about them, but I can't. And sometimes I do like get the urge, like I'm just like, maybe I'll just send a message. And usually what happens when I send a message to people is they don't respond, or they do, but you can tell, I don't know, I can tell when someone's not really interested in talking to you. And they're the two main things that happen. There's been a few people, like this girl, if she watches this, she'll know I'm talking about her. But like I've known for quite some time, this same exact thing that I go through happened with her, and she's like, she actually spoke to me and like wanted to get to know me. So but most people don't like me or want to get to know me, and like most people just don't have any interest in me whatsoever, and I don't exactly know what it is about me that just people don't like, because I'm not really a bad person. Like, if I know I sort of come across, like even in these videos, even in this one, but it's probably because I'm not feeling well today, I kind of come across as really boring, but this isn't me. This is just how I am when I'm like, I don't think people want to know, like I'm not, like I'm scared to be myself because I have my quirks, I'm really weird and strange, but I'm also like, I think I'm interesting and funny, but no one sees that part of me because no one is interested to get past like this boring ass stage that I am in the beginning. So when people don't like me or have any interest in talking to me, I like a normal way of thinking is that person doesn't like me. That's okay. That doesn't mean everyone doesn't like me. But because I have social anxiety and depression, what I go through is that person doesn't like me. They have no interest in me. That means no one has any interest in me. Everyone hates me. I'm never going to make any friends. It's always going to be like this. I'm never going to do that again. And I think that's what I've been going through, like, because I've been really depressed and have problems with anxiety and stuff for weeks, and I can't get out of it. And so I thought I would just talk about it. The funny thing about this is that people will watch this and probably think I'm talking about them. But, you know, I've done this a few times with certain people, and it's just what I do. Like, I'm really not creepy. I'm not. Like, I wouldn't hurt anyone. Like, and I don't force myself into people's lives. Like, if you don't, like, if I pick up that you're not interested in talking to me or anything, then that's it. I'll pull back and you'd never hear from me again. Like, I really don't want to force myself into people's lives. I can't force people to like me. So I just deal with it and move on. But because it happens so often, I'm sort of like giving up on people. Really. Like, I've survived this long without really having any friends. Like, I can probably keep going. It just seems rather sad that, like, I'm, like, at 31 years old and I'm giving up on people. And I'm sort of giving up on myself. And I think that I'm just going to, like, continue doing what I'm currently doing, because what else can I do? And this video was really fucking dumb, but it was 19 minutes and I was supposed to be talking about a movie and I just went on some fucking tangent. So, yeah. And do you like my dress? It has goats on it. It's goats with a bow. Some of them have like bondage harnesses on and spiky collars. It's like one of my favourite dresses, but I never wear it because it's not black. So I think that's all I'm going to say today, because this has been nearly 20 minutes and I'm probably going to run out of storage on my phone. So I'll try and get back to doing this on a weekly basis. It's just like, it's not like I haven't had time to make a video, I just haven't had the opportunity to make one, if that makes any sense, because like I said, I have to be completely alone, otherwise I'm more socially anxious than I already am, because I'm still not relaxed to be myself on video. So, you know, maybe I will talk about movies a bit better than I did today, but it wasn't really a movie review. It was more like I connect with socially awkward characters. I am these people in these movies, and people like these movies but they don't like me. What the fuck? So, and I'm just going to post this because fuck it. And I've probably scared a lot of people away. Like this, like if you like, especially with the hand thing, like people probably never going to make sure that they never post pictures with their hands in it ever again, because they think I'm just going to be like, oh, hands. So yeah, I'll try and make a video next week. As I said, I've been really like just mentally just rubbish. So yeah. If you haven't been creeped out by me, I'll see you next time.